Got the winter garden. Took a little bit of beating in the freeze the other night. Whether it's winter or summer, this is the go-to remedy to get rid of bugs. Neem oil. If you notice on the neem oil, if I tell you what the ingredients are, it's got a batch number and manufacturing date, July 21st. You always have to be careful on pesticides, fertilizers, anything you use in yard and garden, they expire. But you just can't use them forever, so I'll try to go online and see how long these last. But 232-ounce bottles, I'm going to have plenty of neem oil for a while. Okay, there are the ingredients. Azarachta neem seed oil. This comes from evergreen plants or trees in India, I believe it is. So it's fairly organic. But look here, keep this in mind. For best results, use within 1 year of opening the bottle. So when I open these in a bit, you got 1 year to use them. Probably 1.5 years, 2 years, but the stuff does degrade. It is biological, like any other product. To use it, you mix a teaspoon for a quart of water, 4 teaspoons for a gallon. Also add a teaspoon of mild liquid dish soap, like the blue dish soap. That soap helps it stick to the plants, called a surfactant. Especially in the winter time, if you're growing broccoli or cabbages, they have a really rubbery kind of leaf. You need something that will help it stick. Otherwise, when you spray, it's just going to run off completely. Spray it on all surfaces of the plant, including undersides. Apply in early morning or late afternoons. I always spray it at dusk, right before dusk, so the bees are gone. Some information I found just from searching the internet. It's not necessarily this product specific or on the label. It's safe around pets, wildlife, it biodegrades, and it's non-toxic. There's a blurb at the EPA about there's no unreasonable adverse effects. It doesn't hurt humans. You can actually eat food day after you spray it. It targets leaf-sucking and chewing insects and prevents them from transforming to the next stage of life. So if it's an egg, it won't go to larvae, and larvae won't go to adult. The active ingredient is zydaractin. It works by making the anti-feedant, keeps them from eating or stops them from eating, disrupts them hormones from reproducing. It can also smother them. So it does destroy the bugs pretty well. You need to use it before the plague sets in. Treats aphids, mites, scale leaf hoppers, and so forth. Treats a lot of bugs. But once a plague sets in, you might need something stronger. It actually will help as a fungicide on some diseases and for fungus control too. Like all my treatments, rather than always reading the fine print, I just write it on the bottle. 1 teaspoon a quart or 4 teaspoons a gallon, and 1.5 teaspoons of some kind of soap. Doesn't tell you to differentiate the soap between the two quantities, so it's just a surfactant anyway. Once it's open, top's off, you can just pull this little thing out. Pops out, pops back in. I got 1 teaspoon out. Put the neem oil, soap in there. Let's spray some stuff. This worked great on my rose plants. Something's always crawling on them, eating them. Now I have to admit, we're in December in Texas. We had a lot of cold weather that killed a lot of things like these plants, but stuff still comes in there and crawls. The roses did okay.